Welcome everybody. You are watching the Experience Points actual play adventure. This adventure is entitled Swine Before Pearls, and it's going to be a swashbuckling tale of pirates and high seas adventure. Couple of warnings. We are playing 5th edition, but we are all pretty new to the rules. Playing a little fast and loose. Anything you see that's different from what's printed is totally on us. Just wanted to put that out there. Secondly, we are playing, we're adults who play Dungeons & Dragons. There may be some explicit content, some adult language, some graphic violence. You've been warned at this point. That's not for you. You might want to hide the kids. I hope you guys are ready for some high seas adventure. Let's do it. Welcome everyone to the Experience Points actual play adventure. Why don't we go around, introduce everybody, say who you actually are, who you're playing in Experience Points, and who you're going to be playing tonight in our exciting swashbuckling adventure. Why don't you start?
Me?
You.
Hello. My name. Where do I look?
This
right
guy.
there. Hello. My name is Cody Bushy, and in XP Experience Points, the web series, I'm playing Greg, who plays a character called Rael. And in this one shot that we're doing now, I'm going to be playing a character called Warren Two-Eye Ramshaw.
Interesting.
We'll see what happens with him.
What about you? Who are you playing?
My name is Kate Engie, and in the web series I am playing Mac, who is playing Lady Celeste.
So getting Inception levels, characters and side characters.
And tonight I am playing Sezar, Fireflood, Ratcliffe IV.
Wow. And lastly,
Fireflood is in quotations, so everyone knows it is a nickname.
the nickname.
All right.
My name is Kevin Bolivar. In this series, I play Perkins, who plays Zydromedes. And tonight I'll be playing a half-orc sorcerer named Kalikoe.
Oh, interesting. Who are these daring rogues? What adventures will they get up to? We're going to find out tonight. Let me get everything started here.
Wait, who are you?
Well, I'm Timothy J. Meyer. I play Alan in Experience Points, and I will be portraying the Dungeon Master. So everyone that you're going to stab and maim with your various weapons and powers and spells.
I've killed you many times in my life.
Many times.
Many
Cody has
times.
slain me. All right, let's get some music going. All right, so a little bit of background on this adventure. The smuggling ship Bethelda is a two-masted schooner, and it is bound for the pirate port of Ankle Deep. Under the sturdy dwarven command of Captain Federico, the Bethelda has arranged a rendezvous with a notorious pirate, Captain Deor of the Remoraz, with the intent of trading a chest full of doubloons for 15 crates of rare gossamer pearls from the waters beyond the Jade Monolith. Ankle Deep is the perfect place for such a meeting. It's a lawless pirate port. Corsairs from all across the 17 seas drop anchor here to sell their plundered goods to more legitimate smugglers, like the Bethelda, who can then turn a profit on those same goods in more legitimate anchorages. Our heroes are the Bethelda's smuggling crew. For 41 days they've been at sea. With Ankle Deep no more than a few hours away, what have our swashbuckling heroes done to pass the time aboard? So, the adventure is entitled Swine Before Pearls. And basically we're going to go around real quick and we're going to talk about a little bit about who your character is, what they've been doing on the ship. Basically, as I said, you guys are the smuggling crew of this ship, the Bethelda. And so it's a smuggler ship. So everyone else, it looks like a legitimate merchant ship, right? It goes to these ports, it sells these goods. What you guys really do is you trade with pirates. You take plundered goods and you either slip them past customs or you rebox them and forge documentation to say that they're real. They're not stolen goods, and you sell them to legitimate merchants. The captain, Federico is his name. He's kind of the high society type. He's the guy who owns the ship. He's the guy who hired all of you, and he handles all the legitimate business stuff. Right? He'll talk to the clients. He'll do all that, but he doesn't handle the sailing because he's very seasick, and he does not handle the interactions with the pirates. That's why he's hired you, scallywags. So you guys currently have an arrangement to meet with this other captain, Captain Deor. You're sailing out on your ship to this pirate port, Ankle Deep, to make that arrangement. It's been 41 days at sea, which is a long time. What do you guys think you've been doing on the ship for that period? Whoever wants to go first can go first.
I would probably partake in the nightly arm wrestling competition
Sure.
aboard
Okay.
the ship,
That makes sense.
and maybe drinking a lot of ale
That's
and
cool.
rum,
And rum. And all the other...
Grog.
all the other
The 3 pirate drinks.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what if someone were to be on the deck during one of these arm wrestling competitions? What would they see? What would your character look like?
They would see a tall, like 6'4" man who is maybe in his mid-30s, who does a lot of pull-ups and push-ups and sit-ups in the morning,
Totally.
and he's got just long black hair that goes down to his butt,
Oh, cool.
and he doesn't wear a lot, just cloth, like, clothing, like just a raggedy shirt,
Sure.
kind of ruffly, this thing.
Right.
What's
Like
it
the big
called?
pirate ruffle.
Pirate
I honestly
ruffle.
don't know what it's called.
Sure.
But yeah, it's a
pirate shirt.
I should know what that is. I was in a show that had those.
Yeah, I know.
If I think of it,
I've
I'll
worn them
tell
many
you.
times
Totally.
in
Yeah.
my life.
Who hasn't?
Right? And then he's got also like shorts that are cut up at the bottom though.
Oh, I hear you.
Kind of Hulk looking shirts.
Almost
Shorts,
like
yeah.
marooned pants. Like you were
Yes.
marooned one time and
Yeah.
your pants got real ripped up and you've never changed.
No shoes either.
Yeah, no shoes.
No shoes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So there's some people on the ship that you can arm wrestle with. You've been at sea for a long time, so by now you've trounced most of the crew.
Probably.
There are about 15 people on the Bethelda, and it's composed mostly of humans and dwarves and halflings, which are kind of civilized races. A lot of the other races are kind of further out there. Half-orcs, for example, aren't as common because they're from some of the farther away islands. So you've trounced most people. There are still a few people that think, I could beat, I forget, Warren. But you just, how would you give me a strength check?
Wait, what's your race and everything?
Human.
He's a human. He's a human. Give me a strength check, Warren, to see how you fare this evening.
And I add this one here, right? So I'll do 17.
Oh yeah, you trust everybody handily. No one can stand, and no one really wants to anymore, right? You've so many times proven.
I probably get aggressive about it though.
Yeah, you get right to everybody's
Every
face.
time, especially if I've been drinking.
Yeah, right.
Come on, don't you want to? You little pussy. Come on.
Warren, come on, that's so many times now. My arm is sore, man. You can't keep bringing me up here and beating me I'm out of money. You twisted my wrist halfway around.
Okay then.
Fine, alright. Well, what would Sezar be doing at this point?
He's probably dicking around with like the waves and wind and shit. Like,
Okay.
I don't know, like just putting. He's just been on the sea forever.
Sure.
So he like.
I'm imagining
tuned
scanning
in.
dramatically like at the prow or like
Yeah,
weird
probably,
not
like,
talking to anybody.
He probably, for all the new people on the ship, he'll like talk ominously about the weather and he'll just be like, "There's storms coming. I snow it. They're coming."
Sure.
And then he'll like kind of make the waves move and stuff and just like freak him out. But then like.
What would we see if you were if you were to approach a crewman and freak them out?
I wouldn't do that well. He's a halfling. I don't know. He's probably got like darkish hair. He wears a lot of grays.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really look much like a cleric, I guess.
Okay. Are they like nice clothes? Or are they sort of tattered clothes?
Yeah, no, actually they are pretty nice clothes. His dad was a salesman. Some man who made sales. So he like
It's
really
like Arthur Miller style.
Yeah.
Traveling salesman.
Selling newspapers.
Right. Yeah.
encyclopedias all over. He's
Biff,
really,
if you just got there, should have stayed in school.
he's really into well-tailored things. So like his clothing is probably like very nice.
Okay.
Um,
Fancy tastes.
Yeah, and lots of grays and stuff. But other than that, he's not very menacing. He's a halfling.
Okay,
He's
cool.
like 50.
Well, you would probably notice then, Sezar, if you're Sezar,
Caesar.
Just Caesar,
Like
regular
C.
Cool,
Caesar.
got it.
Kaiser.
There's been you're coming up on ankle deep. You're getting close to the port you're supposed to be in, but there is it's probably like in the evening-ish, and there's fog is starting to roll in. There's kind of this.
That I'm not making.
You're totally not making. It's not uncommon in this area. It's sort of late autumn, and it tends to be kind of misty in this part. But you think there's probably going to be like a foggy approach up to ankle deep as you get there. Cool. What about Kalikoe?
So-
Kalikoe up to?
Kalikoe is how tall is your character?
6'4".
He's 6'5".
1 inch taller.
So Kalikoe is a 6'5". He is he's a half orc and he's got like that gray, like unsettling colored skin.
I hear you.
Around his waist he's got a black like cloth belt looking thing, and it's actually a black pirate flag adorned with dragon skulls and crossbones. But he uses that as his belt.
I hear you.
With a buckle that like he's you loop it through and then like pull it tight.
Right.
And he doesn't speak much.
Okay.
Can't read.
Right.
But he carries a staff, and like he's just got knickknacks all over him. Like he's got like the fisherman's mesh, like the fishing net, like around his side where he's just got like shells and little bones and all these other things,
Little
just kind
fishes,
of
yeah.
small little things. And like if you ever look at him, he's usually like and he is well known to be while he's not the strongest on the ship, he's not to be trifled with.
I get you.
He is super don't mess with his mojo. Like if something's like unlucky and you still do it, he will beat the shit out of you.
I hear you. Okay.
And he holds a staff, like it's like this old nasty driftwood staff with a conch, like just kind of like on the and like where you can put your hand into it.
Sure.
So that's kind of his like holding
that's cool.
bit. And
what do you think he would be up to? As you guys are nearing port, you've been at sea for such a long time. You know what I mean?
He's probably reading the signs, checking his little knickknacks.
Okay.
Is like,
Is he like a soothsayer? Like how they do, like...
I think
throwing bones.
No one really knows what he does.
Right.
I think he does.
You don't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No one knows what he does, but they know like in the scrap he's pretty good, and like he's magical, and that's always interesting.
That's a pretty common thing. Is that a lot of ships here would have what are called spell sails. Basically, they employ mages that will help with the winds, or they'll help fight pirates. Like you're probably like one of the reasons you were contracted. Like, it's kind of considered unlucky to go to sea without some kind of spell.
Yeah, and I figured he would be the resident spellcaster.
Totally.
So
As
weird as he is, he's good in a fight, and he gets the job done if they need him. So
cool, awesome, sounds good. As I said, you guys are sort of coming in. Last night, the crew is kind of anxious to be ready to go. It's probably around dawn-ish or so, getting there towards the end of the night. Is anybody on deck at this point? Who's got the latest hours? Like, who's staying up all night? Are you guys mostly?
I'm probably out there because I probably feel like I like evenings more because I can see thunderstorms and shit.
Yeah, sure.
That's like my bag.
I hear that.
So I'm probably out there like fucking around with wind.
Kalikoe's probably checking the signs.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Man.
Where's Warren?
Warren's probably asleep.
Totally asleep. Yeah, I hear that. Okay. Can I
bed by 10, up by 5 in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Doing push-ups and pull-ups.
Hoping anyone's watching him, right?
Just like The Rock.
I'm totally imagining either The Rock or Gaston is who's in my head. Like, he's got longer hair. When you describe him, like dark hair, really big, worked out a lot. Like,
does sound like the
totally imagining.
Totally the physique of The Rock, though.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's it.
Yeah.
So can I get wisdom perception checks from anybody who is on deck?
17.
17.
Very
good.
Ooh.
I guess.
Wow.
I got a whopping 6.
6. All right. Well, you're very concerned about your shells and your bones and the omens that they portend.
I'm right.
Don't worry. Cesar, you're looking. God, I can't say it. Cesar, you're looking like right out. Trying to look for signs of thunderstorm, seeing when the fog will break, and you hear very faintly through the fog. Ahoy! Hello! Ahoy the ship! Coming through the fog from somewhere.
Does it sound like something that's familiar to me when we get near, like a...
Well, you know that like when ships are passing each other, that's commonly like they'll shout ahoy, ahoy the ship, or if they know the particular ship, they'll give the name of it. Okay. So it's not unusual to hear that, but you're not quite at ankle deep yet. So maybe it's like a ship leaving ankle deep that's coming by, and there's a lot of fog, so especially in a situation like this, they would want to be shouting to try to, that way you guys don't crash into each other.
Are there any crewmen around me that I can alert to?
There's like the night watch, the people who are...
Not you. You're busy, and I've been...
Yeah, sure. There is There's another halfling who's like tying off a rope over there. What is it?
Hey, there's some guy shouting at us from the front. I don't know. I can't see nothing.
He's gonna roll on wisdom. Yeah, he doesn't see him.
It's too foggy. I don't see nothing. Are you sure?
Yeah, I just heard him.
Ahoy! Ahoy the boat! What do you do?
Does he hear that?
Nope. He rolled 4. He's really bad.
Okay. I guess I will cast light.
Okay.
On
like an object.
Do we have like a barrel lid?
Oh sure, yeah, you can pull the lid off the barrel. Yeah, okay, sure.
Maybe just send it out
You want to like chuck it out?
Does it float?
It would float. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. To try to.
Maybe just like.
Yeah. All right.
Or
That's
like
cool.
tie a rope to it, I guess. Maybe and just like. I'm just
Lasso it
kinda
up.
like,
Yeah. Okay. Kind of like setting out like a buoy or something, right? But it's glowing.
Yeah, like a
yeah.
little
That's
buoy.
cool. Okay. You can take a minute or two and fashion that, and then kind of.
Okay.
And you'll start to see it kind of pierces a section of the fog a little ways out. And you can just kind of make out what looks like a big piece of driftwood, and there's some sort of a form on it, as though there's like a person clinging to it. It's not a ship, definitely, but it does look like a piece of, like it's kind of bobbing up and down, and you'll see kind of slats, and like it's like this broken piece of wood.
Okay.
Calico, by now you would have seen there's some kind of commotion going on over there. Did that interrupt your reverie, or you?
He's
two?
probably going to be like watching for the signs.
Okay. Right.
So he's come up after you've taken the thing out. He's probably up next to you, just like
Hey, do you see
looking
that guy
too.
out there? Okay, good. I was starting to think I was nuts.
Man overboard! Shouts the halfling sailor. He goes running off. Warren, you're in your bed. Man overboard! You wake up. He's staring.
Do I wake up? Can I make a check?
Yeah, sure. Give me a wisdom perception. We'll see if
Wisdom
you
perception?
fucking wake up.
I got an 8, yeah.
Okay. No.
No?
No.
He's
You
hammered
roll over in
tonight.
your bed.
The other sailors are getting out of their hammocks nearby and clambering up the stairs. You're just. I mean, you did get pretty drunk, right?
He's got one of those little things over his
Kind
eyes.
of.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so there's a lot of commotion happening up on the deck. Boots are coming back and forth, back and forth. You see one of the crewmen, like the first mate, will come out. Another halfling, a female. It's just sort of, what do we send somebody out? It's cold. Who wants to go out there? Volunteers. Nobody raises their hand.
I'm not raising mine.
Where's Warren? Where's the big guy? Somebody go get Warren!
Man, be careful how you wake him up, though. I mean, he ain't taking nice to that.
Warren, someone sort of is jamming you in the shoulder in your hammock.
Can I roll over and grab their neck?
Yeah, give me a strength check, sure.
Okay.
You Brock Samson.
I got a
Yeah,
24.
I hear Brock Sampson on that. Yeah. So you grab like right through the beard of one of the dwarven crewmates, like,
and I just pierce him in the eyes, and then I realize who it is, and sorry about that.
There's a commotion up on the deck. Someone's man overboard.
Man overboard.
We need someone to jump in there.
And then I run. I just start running.
Push her out of the way. Brock Sampson's up the stairs.
Hey, listen, Doc. I don't know about this guy overboard,
So Warren bursts up through the companionway onto the
go
deck.
get him, or-
Yeah, you can see there's a bunch of people crowded out over there.
So I'll try to jump over them.
Yeah,
and just
sure.
Dive in there.
Give me you can give me strength. If you have athletics, you can add that.
Let's see. Do I? I do. Yeah. Oh crap.
Boom, easy.
Now,
So yeah,
20.
like, do you want to describe your cool jump? What does it look like?
Yeah. So it's he runs towards the crowd, and then right before he reaches like the line of people,
Right.
he jumps, and then he maybe does like a handstand off the head of a
sure.
dwarf, and then pushes off
That's
and
cool.
dives in gracefully.
Yeah.
No splash.
No
No
splash.
splash.
The water's completely still. Yeah, it's just this complete. Everyone is in awe. Like, what do we do? What do we do? And then you just appear and fly over them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me athletics. Give me a strength to swim. You can add athletics to it as well to swim out to the guy overboard.
Okay, this time I got a 14.
Yeah, that's fine. The water is pretty still. There's not a lot of wind because of the fog, so you're able to just
Beautiful.
your way out. You guys are seeing him cut through the water. You can also have a piece of candy.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, we get candy for rolling crits?
Yes, sorry.
What?
If you roll 20, you can have a piece of candy. That is how the great candy works.
Merry
We're just here to incentivize good luck, like not player skill or
Is this something
ideas.
you do a lot? Because I need to play more of those crit candy.
Absolutely. So yeah, you can swim through the water out to the big piece of driftwood, and you can see that there does appear to be a big shape on it. And as you get closer, you can hear like, "Ahoy! Oh, who is it? The Bethesda! Ahoy, the Bethesda!" You hear from the voice as you get closer and closer.
To the person floating on the
Yeah,
thing?
to the piece of driftwood.
Okay.
The way that the barrel that was on like where it was lit fell, it kind of silhouetted the shape, but you can't get a good sense of what or who it is until you actually get out there and crawl on.
Okay.
Well,
I guess I'm gonna.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
You can pull yourself up. So it's like a maybe about 15-foot piece of driftwood. That's obviously like part of a ship or something like that, and it's just kind of bobbing in the surf. And the figure that is waiting for you, you expected like a person, right? Like clutching to the side.
Yeah.
There is an enormous, probably about 4 foot long pig. like a pig, like a four-legged pig, standing there and is staring at you. I can't believe you made it. It says out of its long mouth.
It speaks to
It
me?
speaks to you. Yeah. You're a crew member of the Petarda, is that true?
Punch him in the face.
Yeah.
You have to help me. Get me out of here. And he kind of like waddle towards you with his little pig legs. What do you do, Warren?
But you're not a man.
What? No, I'm a halfling. Well, no, I look like a pig. Yes, I understand, but I am a halfling. You have to get me out of here.
Okay. I guess I'll do a strength check to pick it up.
Yeah, okay.
And
I mean, this is like a big, like, prize-winning pig. You can try, right? Yeah.
let's see what I
Totally.
No, probably not. I got an 8 that time.
There's no stable ground, right? You're on a
Yeah.
piece of driftwood that's going like this, so you can kind
All
of
the
like,
way it's like, yeah.
right. Yeah, it's you just can't get a good lift on him. Did you jump out here without like a belay line? Like,
I don't think
I think so. Yeah, I think he's like
Can you
five.
I
reach
just
my
did
thing?
it.
How?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. How far?
Maybe,
how far out is he?
I guess by this point, probably the ship has started to it's still
Like,
moving,
veer towards-
so it's probably starting to pass on the one side, and the
Yeah.
lanterns on the ship reveal basically that he's standing here. Like by the time you see him, you don't see like the conversation. You just see Warren like trying to pick up this enormous
Using all his
thing.
strength. His eyes are just piercing.
Yeah. What? So the crew is confounded. Like, Warren, what are you doing?
It's the man! He shouts. Warren shouts.
Well,
That isn't me.
I guess I'll grab a rope. I'm sure somebody's got
Sure,
one.
yeah.
I'll take it. Look at him. Look at the pig, and just take it back. He's not throwing it down there. No, sir.
Funny. What do you want to do, Caesar?
Can I take the rope from him and throw it down there?
Give me a dexterity check.
He's doing all these incantations and like.
Come on. Boy, 13.
It turns out you're pretty solid at throwing that rope. You can kind of
Yeah.
make a lasso and the rope like splashes onto the piece of driftwood and starts
Okay.
to slide off. You can
Yeah,
grab it.
I'll do that, I guess.
Sure.
I'll grab it, try to, I guess, tie it around both of us.
Up to you.
I'll do the pig.
Okay,
I'll do it
yeah.
around the
You
pig.
can loop it
Yeah,
around
I
the
can get
pig.
up there myself, probably.
Sure.
He loops the pig.
Yeah.
So the rest of the
The
crew is
half-
kind of like, what are we taking the pig in? What? Warren, around yourself. What are you doing? It's a pig. It's not a man.
It's a halfling.
Give me a charisma persuasion if you want.
Okay.
If you have it.
Oh wow.
Well, I don't
Skills.
add anything, but I got an
No,
18.
okay,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, I rolled pretty well.
You just say.
I'll say it told me it was a halfling. It can talk.
There's this long pause. What are you doing? Pull him up! Before he starts to. Do you guys want to pull on the rope, or you just
Yeah.
want to let the crew?
I
pull
mean,
it
I'll
up?
guess I'll try.
You can make strength. Yeah.
And help.
Have I heard the pig talk yet?
No.
Okay, no.
Nobody
I'll
has
help
heard the
him.
pig talk.
Okay, well I'll help him pull it up then.
Okay. Sure. Damn it. Do you want to try to help them?
Sure. Yeah.
I get a nice whopping 6. I'm in the back, like
This is
just
right.
like
Athletics.
grabbing on one
Strength.
side.
If you have athletics, you can add that.
15.
I'm pretty much just hanging onto the rope as it gets pulled from.
Yeah,
me.
right. You're too small, right? It's kind of a wacky misadventure for a good 10 minutes of back and forth with this pig, and the pig like goes through the water at one point. And you have to like get it out so it doesn't drown. Like it's just wackiness, but you basically eventually manage to pull it up and over the side of the boat. And presumably you can come after. I guess give me one more strength to swim. But you're fine.
I got a 13.
Yeah, it's a little tougher by this point. The ship is like almost past, so you have to kind of like swim to
Lap
catch
it
up with
a
the
little
ship.
bit,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a little trickier. But the pig will flop up onto the deck in this big, wet, stinking mess. Kind of rolls over. Oh, I cannot tell you how grateful I am. And the crew scoots away from it.
Kalikoe's gonna try to start pushing him back off his ship. No,
Please, no, you have to help me. I had hoped that maybe if I was cast out on the eastern side of the ship, or the western side of the island, that I would meet you, but the saints have blessed me today. Where's the captain? I must speak with him at once.
Didn't none of you guys get the captain when we were out here fucking around? Someone go get him.
The captain is very unwell. I can go wake him up. You know how he gets.
I mean, but the talking pig.
Of course, no, I understand. Talking pig, it takes precedence. They'll sort of scuttle away.
Can I do like a medicine check on this?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
I also ask its name. 13.
It doesn't appear wounded. You're not really like an animal. You're not like a vet, so like maybe it's got like a tapeworm. Like you don't know what kind of disease a pig has.
I was gonna roll Arcana, but I decided
you can
against
Arcana.
it.
You don't have it, right?
I decided against it. I got -3.
It's so funny.
He is not a smart guy.
No, not at all. I felt bad too because I was making him, and I'm like, well, I'll give him Arcana. I'm
No,
like,
it's gonna be good.
why? Like he'd be still be terrible at it.
I gotta figure out how he works.
Right, yeah. He'll sort of, my name is Captain Deor. I'm captain of the Remoras.
I do an intelligence check.
Uh-huh.
The name of that.
Is that Pearls?
Yes, it is Pearls.
16.
Captain Deor of the Remoras is the pirate that you were supposed to meet and make a deal with when you guys got to Ankle Deep.
Kalikoe is just gonna be like, Pearls.
Yeah, man.
Yes, we have a business arrangement. Or I have a business arrangement with your captain, Captain Federico. I have had a cargo full of gossamer pearls to sell you, but I have been a victim of a most foul mutiny.
And again, you have to imagine this is all coming from the mouth of like a big country fair winning pig, right? Like,
Just
yeah, but its face is like unusually expressive. Like you can tell it's not.
big wiggly jowls.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of. I'm sorry, what is the meaning of all of this? And you see a figure will come through the crowd. It appears to be the captain wearing his like nightgown and his big, silly, stupid,
Yeah.
like Ebenezer Scrooge style
Me and my
nightcap,
Mm.
right? He's got the big braided beard, and he's actually wearing underneath the cap. He's wearing one of those periwigs, like the 17th century style. Like,
Mm.
but it's like a must up. He's a dwarf, but it's like a must up one. It's like this is his sleep periwig. He comes out.
Is that like the elegant like?
Yeah, right. Like you see, like George Washington,
Yeah.
that kind of like
Okay.
totally doesn't need it, but it makes him look distinguished. Sort of. Why is there a pig on my vest?
Warren will speak up. He'll be like, it's the captain. Steyor is that dude you wanted to make a deal with.
What is the meaning of it?
He's a
What?
pig.
Those sort of squats. It's me, Federico. It's me. I was like, he'll sort of stumble back. You see, like his lips or his like cheeks puff out. No, and he'll just go and puke off the side of the ship. Yeah, you guys know
Warren pukes as well.
like Buddy pukes. You guys know
Still a
Federico
little
has
bit.
a very severe case of basically seasickness. Here, I have to write some names down.
Seasickness. Yeah, Warren just pukes because he's still a little drunk.
Yeah, I get it's a little hungover.
And when he sees puke, he just pukes again.
Yeah, it doesn't take long before it strikes you as well. You'll sort of spend a few seconds recovering. What is the meaning of this? How? What sorcery has brought you to this low station, my friend? Deor will. It is a sad day. A day of woe. Yeah, right.
We arrived in Ankle Deep yesterday morning. As we were all set to enjoy some shore leave before we had the rendezvous with you, and my first mate, Gangplank, she wanted to have a special dinner with me. Wanted to celebrate our recent endeavors past the Jade Monolith. He doesn't make these gestures, I should point out, because he's big.
He's just standing.
He's just standing
With
there.
his mouth.
He'll kind of
Big
like
shots.
strut around the deck with his big
Like a
horrible.
little bit of a swagger.
Yeah, his big ass.
His big ass.
Yes.
We were all set to have a nice fine debauch before we made the deal. But she was buying all my drinks that night. I think she put something in one of them. The next thing I knew, I was being carried out to the docks. And I tried to call out and tried to ask for help, and all I heard was this horrible squealing sound sort of come out of his mouth. It took me several hours to realize that I still had the powers of speech. By then, I was out on a piece of driftwood, sent far away. I don't know why she would possibly do this to me. She's been nothing but a loyal servant for years. But now she must be in control of the ship. I think she collaborated with that half-orc scum. So it's not... No offense, my friend. No offense, of course. He'll like lift his hoof.
Just like snapping little like flames just coming.
We have a spell sail on my ship. Vui, one leg. He is the only one that has magic powerful enough to do this that I'm aware of. I have no idea how to reverse the spell, but I must get my sheep back, my command back. I have only been captain of the Remoraz for 4 months, and already this has befell me. It's a cursed position, I tell you, a cursed position to be captain. You must help. You must help me. He'll kind of like waddle towards you. He starts waddling and he looks very insistent, and then like.
Is he like the same height as me?
Yeah, he's approximately the same height. Maybe you're a little taller. And his eyes will catch there's like a female halfling standing next to you, and he'll kind of.
You have to.
How you doing? Kind of like look up this. She's sort of, what are you, can I like? I mean, listen, I know.
You have to help, please. Please. I'm in dire need of your assistance.
What do you guys do?
I'll ask him if the pearls are on the ship.
As far as I know, yes, but that would have been yesterday. I don't know what's happened to them by now.
So when he woke up, he was just on Driftwood, or?
Yes, I was out here. The last thing I remember, I was being carried out to the docks. And I couldn't cry for help, it just sounded like a swine. They're horrible, I can't even cry, I don't think I have tear glands anymore.
What do you guys do?
This new guy.
Gangplank.
That's the half-orc?
No, that is so. There are 2 people that I suspect are mutineers against me.
So, but the half-orc, like, how long has he been working with him?
We have been. About 4 months ago, our captain was slain, and we had a trial to determine who should be the new captain. I was chosen as the most worthwhile and experienced sailor amongst them. But both Vui, one leg, the spell sail, and Gangplank, my first mate, were also in the running. I suspect that they may have had captainly ambitions themselves.
So Gangplank is his first mate, and Vui, one leg.
Gangplank's the female.
Yes, she is. She's a powerful warrior. We call her Gangplank because she refuses to use one whenever we do a boarding action. She simply leaps across between the 2 ships. She's a mighty, mighty fighter. Certainly my better in combat, but it estranges me why she would resort to such low tactics if she wished to overthrow me.
I mean, maybe, she's coerced or something.
She's what?
Like made to do it for not her own
coerced.
reasons.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
Listen, man.
Sure.
You're not so with the speeching either, alright?
Well, I've actually had a very good education, despite my current appearance.
I'm 7 angry.
Oh, you're not that angry. You've been angrier.
I'm really tired is all.
I think Kalikoe is gonna be like, bad omen. And just point to the pig.
This is bad for you.
This is bad.
Show me in your books where it says that.
The captain will kind of wipe his like you see that his beard is such that he can like easily move it out of the way to Luke, right? Like he brings it back.
But to the cargo, Deo. Where is the cargo? It's still on the ship, as far as I know. Well, we have no business with you if you don't have the pearls.
Can I do an inside check on the pig?
On Daor, yeah.
Yeah, see if he's
Sure.
lying about it.
Sure.
20.
20. He's not lying. He's fairly certain it's Gangplank. He's fairly certain that Vui was involved. But he feels like, you get the sense that he kind of maybe knows why he's in this position. And that why she might have had a motive. Like the motive he gives you is kind of generic. He's like, oh, she wanted to be the captain. Oh, everyone wants to be the captain. I'm the best. You think that there's more there. You think that there's some ulterior motive. They might have had more of a beef that he's not necessarily. Or more of a pork, I guess, in this context.
Can I try a persuasion?
Sure. Charisma persuasion.
Yeah.
What are you trying to persuade him of?
20. I want to try and persuade the truth out and be like, hey man, so I know that like sometimes it can seem like we don't want to find reasons for why things happen.
Your truth talks with the pig. Then you squat down a little bit. Listen, man.
Right, face to face.
Truth.
But I'm gonna preach.
True.
But sometimes we really do know the reason. We just don't want to admit it to ourselves. So is there really nothing you could think of why they might be doing this?
She's a shrew. You know what I mean?
Like a literal one, because you a pig, man.
No. I mean like a figurative shrew. Like some women look at the captain of a pirate ship and they think, oh, he is an attractive catch and he can do whatever he wants and why don't I sleep with him? And then everyone will think I'm better. Gangplank does not share this opinion. You know,
So you saying that you like came onto her and she was like, nah.
that's a very uncouth way to put it. Okay,
But-
I made overture. He like tries to gesture, like loses his balance with his hook. I made overtures. Okay, he's not the first crew member. It's we have a very complicated relationship. The vibe you're getting is absolutely that he tried to put a move on her and she was not having it. Again, assuming that she's a human. That he's a halfling anyway.
And just
That's-
judging by his character already, it's just like he just kept laying it on thick just the whole time trying to get there.
Exactly. I mean, he made a pass at this other halfling while in the form of a pig, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely his description of events is a little colored. You think he may have, you know.
All right.
What do you guys want to do?
Boy.
Get pearls.
Warren will be like, if we get your ship back, we get your pearls for free.
For free?
Yeah.
Wow. Give me a charisma check. Are you trying to? Yeah, give me charisma. Are you trying to make a deal? Or are you trying to threaten?
Ooh. Can I help?
Probably more of a threat.
I figure how assist works. I think if you assist, then he just gets advantage, right?
That's cool.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Go for it.
I will roll. Are you intimidating or persuading?
I'm intimidating.
All right, I'll roll intimidation then.
Sure.
17.
Yeah, you're good. So you can roll again and use the
Okay.
result.
So the first one.
That
where
absolutely
is
may
it?
not be how it works. That's how we're doing it.
Boom.
Boom.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure.
There it is. Okay, so that was 15. Oh, and then an 18.
Slightly better.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Total 18.
Total 18. Yeah.
He's gonna just, with the fire, just snap his fingers.
Half off. I'll give it to you 50%. You were gonna pay 3,000. You know what I mean? 1,500 for all the pearls. How does that sound? Huh? He's scared, right? Like he knows he's got no position, but he also isn't gonna let his cargo go that easy. You think you could probably push him more?
Yeah, I'll maybe do 25.
Okay, sure.
19. Intimidate.
So wait, I'm confused. So he's, yeah, you
I
were
said
gonna
for free, he said half, and then I said 25.
25%.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's,
I
I,
thought you
meant,
meant-
so I
yeah,
meant half
no.
of what he just offered.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
What'd you get?
19.
Did you assist?
I know.
Okay. So I'm gonna say.
Do I have to roll again and take
I
the
wonder
worst
if
one?
that's disadvantage then. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure.
So I still got 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 25%. That is as low as I go. Otherwise, I will jump back into the ocean and die. That's the most dramatic. Yeah.
I'll say, don't worry, little piggy. We'll help you.
I'm very grateful.
Then I'll pat him on the head.
Look how
I'll walk back downstairs and go past him.
back in your hammock. Okay, Warren's out. What do you guys do?
That's done.
Settled.
God. Can I do like a nature check to see which way the winds are going, to see which way the ship might go?
Sure. What do you? I mean, like you're headed to ankle deep. Like you can go a different direction if you want. But
Oh,
you're
I
headed
guess
to
maybe
the
we could
island.
just go there.
It's up to you. I mean, if you don't want to go there, you don't. Basically, what's the plan? Is what I'm asking.
I
Yeah.
just want to try and figure out where that other ship is going. But I guess maybe going to ankle deep is a better option.
Oh, where the
Chase
so
that
yeah, the
fish.
other ship is called the Remoraz. Let me erase some shit. It's a lot of names, guys.
Names
Remor
are hard.
has, according to his testimony, like they may not have left. You don't know yet, right? Like it may still
that's
be
true.
there. He doesn't know what happened to the ship.
Finding a ship on open water is like slim to know.
Yeah.
We gotta go find them.
Yeah, I forgot we were headed.
And even if like if they did leave, you might as well go there and ask where
Yeah,
did
we
they
need
go,
to-
what were they doing.
Yeah.
We need to talk to them about where they're from. You know.
Talk to me about things I like.
Talk to me.
Sweet talking.
Cool.
to me.
Is there anything you guys want to do? Any more questions you have for Deor, or things you want to try to learn before you get there? Because again, you're only a couple hours out. Like probably by, I forget what time you roll in. Yeah, you probably sometime in the morning you'd get there
How many crew people are on his ship?
on the Remoraz.
Yeah. Can we suss out any more information? About
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
Remoraz?
So you guys have probably dealt with him at least once before. So you guys are in a schooner, which means in this case you have 2 masts, and you have a crew of about 15 people. You have 6 cannons on board the Vivelda,
It's definitely not like a really meant for fighting, but it's enough to like discourage pirates. Usually.
Yeah.
The Remoraz, which is an actual pirate ship, is 3 masts to caravel. It has a crew of 30 and it has 10 cannons. So it's a
it's
a big
5
ship.
on each side, or
They have let's see, 3 on each side, 2 bow and 2 tail. Yeah.
So we've got 3 on each side.
You've
essentially.
got 2 on each side, 1 bow and 1 tail.
Oh, nice.
Bow and tail chases are actually pretty common.
Okay, cool. Good
So
to
that
know.
way you can shoot people if you're chasing
Yeah.
them.
Or if they're behind us, they're
Behind you.
no,
Exactly.
go away.
So you have some guns, but probably you couldn't take them in a straight fight.
What does our captain think about all this?
Vederigo, he feels he's kind of washed his hands of it. We absolutely must have the cargo. We've come so far, but to go consorting among scallywags and riffraff. Well, basically, he thinks we gotta get the money back, but he doesn't know. The first earthly, he assumes there's like a duel. Like his knowledge of how pirates work is very limited. Yeah.
So he essentially bought a ship,
Yeah.
but doesn't know anything about it.
He knows how to sell cargo. He knows he has lots
Yeah.
of connections in these ports. But yeah, he's basically a total landlubber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
figurehead.
Totally figurehead, and it's, he's like the executive that comes onto the movie set and doesn't understand actors or any of that kind of thing. Right? He's that guy.
Well, we need this obviously,
Right,
but
yeah.
they don't know.
Doesn't get it. You hear that? Fuck Hollywood. Yikes.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure, everybody. All right, cool. So he's in support of going and getting it, and he can provide you. He has some money and stuff, the ship's purse and that kind of thing. He's planning to go to Ankle Deep and stay for a couple days anyway.
Okay.
You got to resupply, but he doesn't know
Sweat.
what to do about it. What do you guys want? Anything else on the way in? A couple hours to you. I assume you're
catch some
passed
sleep.
out. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll probably try to get some sleep.
Okay, cool.
Sleeping bare
Um,
naked.
Where are we
Totally.
putting this pig?
Walk naked. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. The pig can stay on the deck if he's not.
He'll probably
There.
actually Kalikoe probably just like hang out with
On
him,
my dick.
Just sit there.
Like
just
how
looking at him
hard
like
is it?
not
Or
saying much, just
Not hard at all. I got a 3.
looking at him.
Don't need to be rude. Do you have any like corn? I have this weird desire for corn. I don't even like corn, but I do now. You know what I mean?
He just gets up and goes like maybe rummage through the larder,
Sure. Yeah, we got one of those.
and then brings himself back. Do we have corn? Can I roll to see if we have corn?
corn? Go for it.
I got a 4. Shadowfax, quit ruining my life.
You may have corn. You can't find any.
Yeah.
The closest thing you can find is like cornbread.
Yeah, I'll get some cornbread.
Okay.
Everyone likes cornbread.
It's really gross to watch him eat. the
Yeah.
cornbread. You hate it. So that's our use bread.
This fish, I think.
Sit there.
The
We
whole
cut
night.
immediately from that, like the ship coming in over, like just scowling at us.
Just scowling at this talking
Beautiful.
pig.
Like
Right.
sunrise.
So a couple hours later, probably around 10 in the morning, you guys sail into Ankle Deep. From a distance, when you hear the land ho shouted, you guys can climb up on the deck and look at it because you're super excited to come back to this place. It looks kind of just like rocks at first, big sort of sea cliffs that jut up and out of the water, and the water is hitting dramatically against it. It doesn't really look like a town or a port. It doesn't have like the mountain you normally expect with an island. But you can kind of see as you get closer the occasional, like over the top of the rocks, the occasional rooftop or like smoke coming from a chimney, eventually mastheads. And you basically come sailing in. I have a map. Of course I do. So, Ankle
All
Deep,
3 ships come sailing in.
you guys have been here before, once or twice, so you're familiar with its kind of peculiarities. You guys are coming in this direction. So it's kind of got this sort of rocky cliffs all around the side, right, that rise maybe like 20, 30 feet up out of the water. And it's composed of 3 main islands. What's weird about Ankle Deep is that it's very much dependent on the tides. Its name comes from the fact that even when the tide is low, the town is always partially flooded. Like it always comes up at least to your ankles. When the tide is high, it goes up almost 10 feet and it floods the entire town. Everyone has to get around. Like the streets become basically canals. So when the tide comes in and out, it depends. So as you guys are sailing in, you see a lot of the
That is
buildings
so cool.
are like, one story, one kind of design. And it almost looks like someone took like a Lego building and put it on top. It's like a different design. And there's like a second building or business that's run when the tide is high. So throughout the day, there are 2 lows and 2 highs that sort of come in and out as the tide comes in and out. Like
Well, how did
Cool.
what happens to the bottom side of the building?
Basically,
that gets flooded?
they seal it up. Like
Oh,
everything
it
is
gets
sealable,
sealed.
so it's closed for. They have like siestas, right? Like it's closed for 6 hours while the tide is high, and then it comes back down again, and then those businesses.
So
open
these
back
places, like when the tide is up, everyone's just kind everyone just like goes to sleep for a
Go
little
to sleep,
bit.
or they go and run errands or whatever. Like everybody's got like you see as you come in, most of the like buildings have little dinghies and stuff stored on the ceiling,
top, yeah.
so, or on the roof, so that when the water comes up, they can put it down and go about their business. When you guys come in, it's low tide. From about 6 in the morning to noon. It's what they call low day. So the sun is out, but the tide is low. So there are all these docks along here that you guys can come and draw up at. So there are 3 islands. You guys will probably come and want to dock somewhere. I guess it's up to you. There's West Island, which is sort of where most of the pirates hang out. There's East Island, which is kind of the more legitimate area. A lot of like actual merchants can come here. This is a totally lawless port, so there's no government. Really, the person who runs it is basically just a big gangster. But there's not like the official navy or anything is here. It's pretty do whatever you want. You murder people, no one's really gonna stop you as long as it doesn't conflict with what the gangster who runs it. So this is the more legitimate area on East Island, and then there's Treaty Island or South Island, which is kind of where they meet. And it's sort of a little bit of both there. Is there a place you guys want to drop anchor in particular? Any one of those 3 islands?
Gotta go check out them pirates.
Makes
That's-
sense to go there.
Them, yeah,
Wanna
them
go West
most
Island?
likely.
Okay, cool. So the docks are kind of all on pontoons. So that way when the tide rises, the docks will go up too. So the ships will go up as well. And there's like an unusual way you have to configure your anchor so that way it will go up basically. And it doesn't happen instantaneously. It's like slowly over the course of hours it will rise up. But yeah, you guys can go and drop anchor somewhere, basically an open spot along West Island. As I said, yeah, all the buildings are these weird ramshackle, like, they have one building and then another building on top, and sometimes even an additional, like, building up there, like, depending on the area. When you guys drop anchor, everyone will kind of be getting ready and tying it off and doing the normal things they do, stowing the sails. A couple people will come marching up your gangplank. There is a... Let me look. I have stuff. A male halfling wearing like very nice, well, not very nice, wearing like what looks like an officer's uniform, but it's really tattered and stained, and he's got one of those dirty periwigs. Will kind of come marching up, and he's got a pair of big fucking goons behind him. One of them is a dragonborn, which you don't see very often, like sort of the scaly dragon head, and the other one is just a big fucking human shaved head. He comes like striding up very confidently onto the deck. Oh, what is this? The Bethilda. Yes, very good. How many days are you planning to stay in port?
I think just
One.
like 3 or something.
Oh.
3?
Yeah, just gonna be a couple. Yeah. that's-
Very well. Put you down for the standard package then. 3-day retainer. That'll be 90 doubloons.
Great. I'll tell the captain.
Well,
Can I grab somebody to get money?
yeah, sure. You can go get money.
I'm not
You would
giving
know
money.
that is exorbitant. Like that's a lot of fucking money.
he-
Were we expecting that much to just to come here?
Is he trying to...
Give me an insight or wisdom if you have insight, you can add that.
Man, I'm on fire. I got a 20. Mod 20.
You do know that it's very expensive here, that since there's no law and no overhead, the person who's in charge can really charge whatever the fuck they want. I mean, because it's such a good trading spot, like wind-wise. But this guy's totally trying.
He's trying to pocket
a little
some.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's almost how
yeah.
it's done, right? Like, who's gonna stop him? It's not corruption because
Right.
there's no law against
There's
it.
no tax.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is the ship's purse. You can pay for it straight out of there if you guys don't
Do
care.
you guys want to try to persuade him down?
My character, I think, like, whatever people say goes, but he's gonna side with you two first. Because he's essentially y'all's, like, magic muscle.
Mm-hmm.
He's
You're the magic muscle. You're the regular. Muscle.
Yeah, you're the regular muscle, and then we got the brains of the
Yeah,
operation.
exactly.
So I'm assuming this is just like judging by how the ship works. Us, like our 3 characters, are like we're kind of the liaisons
Yeah.
of going
A
out.
lot of the stuff, especially this place, you guys run. Like,
So
Veteran
essentially-
goes hands off here. He doesn't know what the hell.
This little halfling that walks up the gangplank is essentially what is your character?
Caesar.
Caesar, like just with magic muscle and regular muscle on her side instead.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll try and do a persuasion check.
Go for
it. 19.
Okay. How do you want to handle him?
Listen, we're only gonna be here 3 days, but tell you what, you don't charge us so much here, and we don't start no fights.
What did you get? What was your total?
19.
19.
All right, can
I
I?
kind of look at
Uh,
you.
Fire.
You're not assisting, though, right?
No, I was just.
80 gold, we'll say. Middleman doesn't have to know about this.
Yeah, man, I don't even know. There's no middleman here. So how about we do 60 and we call it a day? I got a 10.
Help! Help!
God, you suck.
Shadowfax.
Roll again, see if you get worse.
Yep.
It'll be 90,
Hey.
the standard rate. Middleman very much controls all the trade and enterprise here. 90 gold pieces. 90 balloons, excuse me.
Warren will step up and be like, "How about I arm wrestle that guy right there?"
Human or dragon?
The Dragon Warren.
Yeah.
Give me a charisma.
Okay.
You do persuasion if you have it.
Ooh,
Make it a
persuasion?
business offer. Yeah. It's not really intimidating. You're not threatening.
I just got an 8 then.
I'll try and assist him. 15.
Sure, you can roll with advantage.
I'll just kind of like.
I got a 9 that time.
It'll be 100 to believe. Or you can take your merchant ass somewhere else.
I think he's got
Have I,
this.
like, do I know this guy? I've been like in ships
This
forever.
specific guy?
Like, yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
I mean, I guess, you know what? Roll
Just
me a
any
wisdom
nobody.
check. Maybe you've met him before.
22.
You don't know his name, but you know that this is the guy who runs customs on this island.
So he's not just like some.
He's not some
nobody
mook. He's
or
like the
anything.
guy who's in charge of seeing ships who come in, right? Like he's
Alright.
basically the one person who runs Ankle Deep is named Middleman, and they're sort of they're kind of dressed themselves up as a governor. Like, oh, they think that they're the lord, that they rule this place, and they charge these insane taxes.
Okay.
So you don't know this guy's name, but every time you've come into port, you've had to deal with this cleft asshole, and
Can
you
I
really
ask his
don't
name?
like him. Yeah, sure. His actual name that he gives out, no one remembers, but his name is Gaptooth, and you can tell that he's got like a big, like it's sort of his street name. He's got basically like
Gap.
an enormous
Yeah,
gap in
it's
his
a
teeth.
Okay. What's your name, friend?
Emilio.
It's Gaptooth, right?
Excuse me?
Pull out a book, like right, and they'd be like, "Okay, let me go get the purse. We'll be on our way."
Yeah, I recommend that you do so. He said, turns the head.
Or like,
Leave the stone, Gaptooth. Oh, I thought that's not my name! That's, sorry, boss. Like, sorry, right?
Kalikoe's gonna be like,
Sorry,
but
but you gotta.
Gap.
Yeah.
You can come back with the money and pay him, and he'll sort of storm huffily off the boat.
You wrote his name down.
As he's going down the way, it's like,
Yeah.
let's start some fights. Just so he can hear, you know.
Yeah,
it's
right,
like, well, you
loud
didn't pay us
enough.
not to
Sure.
start fights.
Cool. Alright, what do you guys want to do? You're here in Ankle Deep.
Suppose we could
I can't
ask
tell how
around,
dumb
or-
5 intelligence is. Like,
It's
how
crazy,
dumb
yeah.
do I have to
It's
be?
crazy dumb. Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Is it dumber
But
than
you
a
have,
regular
you have
peasant?
okay wisdom.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you just don't know anything. You're
Yeah,
just
it's
not
not
educated.
book
It's like
smart.
book smart.
but-
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wisdom is like.
I get so he would know how to speak and shit like
Yeah,
that.
you
He
can
just
talk.
couldn't
You
read.
probably have the worst grammar of all time.
Yeah.
But like,
You got great charisma though. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
very likable. You have a lot of personality.
Yeah.
People
Okay.
you
believe
like
you.
Chappie.
Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out
No,
how
absolutely.
he operates.
5 is tough, man. That's a
Yeah.
tough sell.
It's like you like Chappie. It's just everything is wonderful.
Kalikoe's Chappie?
So what do you guys want to do?
I guess we can go to. Is there a pub we can go to?
Oh, I mean, this
Ask
is
some
the
questions.
town of pubs. Like, this is where you go if you want to go to a pub. You guys looking for a drinkery in particular, or just the nearest one? What do you guys?
Probably start at the nearest one.
Let's
Ask
go to
around
the
a little bit.
one where the captain goes.
Yeah, you guys can make some streetwise or charisma. in
Which
this case.
captain? Our captain or the
Charisma?
Charisma, yeah.
Alright. Where does our captain go?
Our captain?
Where were we planning on meeting these
Well,
people?
Veterigo doesn't
Veterigo.
come here.
Oh
The
yeah,
dwarf,
we
right?
do it.
We do it.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
We don't have to roll shit.
So I mean, you can make some streetwise checks. I mean, it's probably been a while, a couple of months since you've been here. You only been
I
once
forget
or
the
twice.
name of the woman.
Dayor.
Well, Dayor, but then the woman who.
Oh, Gangplank.
Gangplank.
Gangplank is her name. Sorry. I can-
Gangplank.
Gangplank.
Is it survive?
So it'll be charisma, because it's streetwise, but there's no skill for streetwise.
I got
anymore.
a 20
Yeah.
charisma.
Okay, cool. Well, what are you looking for in particular?
Just a place that we were supposed to like. Where were we
Sure.
supposed to meet in a bar?
Yeah,
or?
the arrangement was to meet at a place called the Bon Voyage, which is a tavern in West Island, actually, where you
Perfect.
guys are. But you're not
pretend
necessarily
like we
sure if
knew
there's
that
anybody
before we
there
asked.
yet, but you can totally go there. So the Bon Voyage, let me look at my thing. is a little bit away from where you guys are. It is on Marlin Spike Street. So you guys would have docked maybe somewhere in this area.
Yeah.
Marlin Spike Street is this big curvy one.
Sure.
So this one right here, that's the Bon Voyage, this big building.
It's a big one, yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
you guys can sort of walk your way through the streets again. So all the buildings are raised up a little bit. Some of them are on literally stilts. Some of them are just on blocks. And you're just like slogging through ankle-high water, right? There's like refuse and crap floating all over. Especially in West Island, you see a couple of people just literally drowned, like just face down, floating. As you guys cross either street, you see that that's this one. There is like a little bit of a current, and you see some people just like slowly float past you.
Is
Dead.
there like? Can I check his pockets?
Yeah, you can. I mean, yeah, you can just look at his pockets. It's fine. They're totally empty. Like, nobody goes.
Oh, yeah,
by.
like,
yeah, everything's
immediately
been
gone,
looted. Yeah,
just-
exactly.
Did they probably just die from like getting drunk and then drown?
Possibly, or some of them, like you see a couple people who've had their throats cut, and they just. I mean, it's literally just a pirate.
I think
boat.
Calico. He's gonna check every single one of them. Like stop and just be, oh,
Give me a perception check, because there's a chance you might find.
Get
something.
like really excited, like doesn't remember the last one, but it's like, oh, check it out, it's a dead body. There's probably stuff on
in
it.
there. Yeah.
God, fuck you.
Yeah, you don't turn up anything. Links,
Yeah.
you know, weird little totems that people have.
Yeah.
Maybe to you that's.
Yeah, I think
valuable.
if I found a totem or anything,
Yeah.
I'm definitely taking
Any
that.
like
It's
little
awesome.
screws and
Just, like,
forks and
Tie him on to the little net around
Totally.
his waist.
As you guys go along, you see a couple of strange sights as you walk through the city. Obviously, it's a very unusual place to begin with, but you see that there are kind of a lot of lanterns that are being hung up. Like people are going out and hanging up these sort of elaborate paper lanterns that look kind of like ships. You see some of them that look, you know, kind of like menacing pirate ships, like tattered lantern sails. You see some of them that look more like Navy ships, and they're hanging up on opposite sides of their store. There's a lot of graffiti that's being either like put up now or that looks like it was very recently put up. Stuff like
Penises everywhere.
Plunder the Continent is written somewhere, and Butter the Queen is written somewhere else. All kinds of stuff. At one point, actually, as you guys are walking along Oakham Street here, you'll see that there is sort of a small entourage moving down the street. There is a man, a human man, dressed in drag in this like big, ridiculous Keira Knightley, frilly Marie Antoinette dress, right? All this like horrible runny makeup, big stupid wig, like prancing down the street in this very ridiculous way, and everyone is like booing and hissing and throwing stuff at him. He's like, oh my god! Everyone's like, fuck the princess! Blah! And like just hurling abuse at her. Everyone's cheering, it's a good time. Even the person is kind of acting more like a fool and less like he's being punished, right? It's like,
part
oh
of the
no!
gang, yeah.
Some kind of thing is going on. And it's almost as though it's like a festival, or you're not really sure exactly. Just on looking at
I'm
it.
enjoying
Could I
it.
do like a history check? Or
Yeah,
something?
absolutely. You can do an intelligence, history if you got it. I could also give you charisma would work, or wisdom.
While he's historying, I'm gonna pick up whatever's thrown and just throw stuff.
Sure.
Like, oh
Totally,
yeah,
yeah.
this is great.
With pieces of wood.
Yeah.
I got a
Tomatoes.
6. I don't know what's.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure who this is about at
Right.
all.
Say wisdom, history.
17.
Uh,
History.
Yeah, okay, so you know that today, actually, is what's a day that's celebrated by a lot of the pirates in this area. It's called Armada Day. And Armada Day is a day that represents basically a big naval victory that the pirates had against Princess, what is her dumb name? I totally
Her
wrote it down.
stupid name.
Her stupid fucking name. Princess Kiva's Armada. So basically this big naval armada rolled out about 75 years ago to try to take over the island, and just all the pirates who happened to be there just took to ship and just through bad weather on their part and bad planning. Like it was just a big logistical nightmare for the Continental Navy, and they were destroyed. And now the pirates, this is their fucking, we want our independence, and they just go nuts.
It's like July 4th, yeah.
Totally, yeah, but you know, for murderers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
July
having,
4th
you
for
know,
murder.
there's all kinds of decorations and craziness going on as you guys are going through the streets, because then the big festivity is going to be totally.
I'll kind of get the spirit. I would
Yeah,
love
totally.
it.
It's
I'll
Armada
remember
Day.
it.
Right,
I'll
you've
remember
totally
about
celebrated
it.
this before.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's not just
That's
here,
a good
it's a
time.
lot of places will celebrate it. Anyway, yeah, you guys can roll up on the Bon Voyage. So it's this big, let me pull it up actually. It's this big wooden building. As I said, it's one of those weird things where it's like one business. You know, guys see those apartments that are like a market on those, and then it's like apartments. So it's like that. The first floor of this thing is just like a fish market. It's called the Sisters Irwin, and there's just like three like ugly halfling sisters who are like throwing fish around and shouting, right? Like it's clearly open right now because it's low tide. But above that, you can see that there appears to be a tavern. Big sign says Bon Voyage on it. You can see jutting out from the all around it look like there are bowsprits from ships, and there's like figureheads of women sticking out of all of them, right? Like there's one that's like a squid tentacle and one that's a dragon and all that kind of thing. And they ring around.
Any
But
mermaids?
yeah, there's some mermaids.
Yeah.
Yep. But it is
Just seeing if they're in the world, I guess.
yeah, totally there are mermaids in the world. Yeah, you've probably met some. They exist. There are people.
Okay.
I thought for a second that like Warren had like a thing for mermaids. Like,
Yeah.
fucking mermaids.
Like
Yeah.
being-
Well, I thought, just go backtracking, he jumps out without being, there's a man overboard, he jumps out and just goes, "You're not a man," just after this big display. It's
Assumed
just
that
like
there was a mermaid. Yeah.
super machismo, but with some underlying sexual tension there.
I hear that.
Oh, like he likes men.
Yeah.
Oh,
You could.
I didn't think of that.
You could be a butt pirate.
Hey.
So, but
We'll
it
see.
looks like the
Well,
place
now we're
is
in.
currently closed because it looks like it is a high tide business. So it's currently low tide right now, and you can't. There's like people moving around up there, but you don't get the sun. You can't get there. It's 10 feet above you. So what do you guys want to do instead?
Let's
We
go
have to
throw
wait
more
for the-
stuff.
We have to wait for high tide, right? That's the thing. Okay. Well,
There's other things you could learn. You could ask more questions. You could carouse around. I mean, you could just go get drunk at a different bar or something if you want. But this one, just in particular, is a high tide bar.
While we're going, I kind of want to just see if anyone has seen
Sure. Yeah, you can make a charisma check.
for the ship maybe, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Looking for the Remoraz.
Do you want me to assist you?
19.
No.
Cool. You do not need that. Yeah, so the Remoraz, according to the people that you ask on the street, you talk to someone. You talk to, I have a list of random NPCs. You talk to actually someone wearing a bunch of religious icons, like a man that you sort of, you recognize a couple of like Ildico or some of the ones that, a lot of like sea-based saints. And you'll talk to him and he'll kind of explain, I do believe I saw that craft. I was out blessing the vessels earlier. The Remoraz is docked somewhere to the north on West Island, only a few blocks from here. It's got the big, scary reptile monster thing on the front. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, well, yeah, that's where I saw it. May the saints bless you and grant you favor.
Hey, thanks, man. May thunder
You're
never
welcome.
scare you to death.
Goodbye, thank you.
May thunder never scare you to death.
Oh, that's just in thunder. I thought you said may they never scare you to death. I'm like, what? Okay, sure. He doesn't look like a priest. He just looks like he's like super. He's like Jehovah's Witness. Like, he's just super penitent. Like he's Ned Flanders, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what you learned from asking people about that. Do you want to go to the ship? Do you want to? It's up to you guys. What's your plan?
I'm a follower.
What do you want to do, Warren?
I don't know. I mean, we can just go drink somewhere or
Fight some guys, or
do whatever. I don't really care.
Let's go throw some more stuff at the princess.
let's talk about the mental image of you guys for a second. That it's 2 6-foot guys and 1 halfling.
Yeah.
And you're incredibly dumb. I mean, you're not super smart.
No, he's
you're
not.
smarter than
He's
him.
9.
Right.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
not.
But you're
Yeah.
dumber than
He's
average.
got pretty
You're
good
just like,
wisdom, though.
You could fight a guy. You get drunk. Woo! And you're like grabbing stuff, and it's just Caesar's like, I have 16 wisdom. Like,
You have 16 wisdom.
I only have
It's
11
clear.
intelligence.
What's your int? 11. Oh, so you're.
Yeah, he's not. He's
Still
not
smarter
the,
than everyone.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You're
But, like,
you're with us.
I feel like in this crew though, she's like the smartest.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
You're the genius.
easily the genius, and he knows it. But like in any other circumstance, it's
He's
just
just
like
average. Yeah. All right. What do you guys want to do?
All right. Well, there's some other bars we can go to, and we can
Oh.
check out the
I
festivities.
think that's. Oh, yeah. That was the. My thing was set to just stop playing music. Do you want to? Let's decide where you guys are gonna go,
Okay.
and then we can take a break.
Do you guys want to go check out the? Have you had one of these festivals before? You been out here for this?
let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's festival.
Cool. I know.
Been to
Just
Armada
the
Day many
place.
times.
Cool. Yeah. And we'll be back. Awesome. Let's take a
Full
break.
disclosure.